Hey guys, a few weeks ago in my 5,000 subscriber special video, I had you guys ask me some questions, and someone asked me why I started making YouTube videos, and I gave a short little TLDR on how I got into making videos, but I didn't fully explain everything and how it all went down. I promised you guys I'd make a video on how I got into making videos, and well, here is that video. To start off this story, we're going to have to go all the way back to 2010 to 2011, so about 8 to 10 years ago. It was when I was in middle school, and this was a time period where skateboarding and BMX riding were massively popular. A lot of the scene and emo kids were all riding skateboards and BMX bikes, and being scene and emo was like the biggest trend of the early 2000s, as well as it kind of trickled into the 2010 era, not as much, but it definitely was still there, just like I said, not as popular. And yes, I was one of those kids who used to have long wavy hair and wear tight colorful pants. Oh wait, I still kind of look like that, huh? Anyways, I used to ride a lot of BMX, and most of you probably already know what BMX is, but for the 3 people who are watching who don't know what it is, it's just doing tricks on a bike. It's the same thing as skateboarding, but on a bike. In my spare time, I would watch all sort of BMX videos on YouTube and guides on how to do certain tricks and montages and things like that. But one day I was hanging out with one of my friends, and I happened to find his camera. And at the time, it was a pretty nice camera. We fucked around with it for a little bit here and there, just filming us doing random shit around the house or outside or whatever. And the idea kind of clicked with me. What if we made BMX videos? Like a little montage of us doing tricks and whatnot. At the time, I was using a movie maker at school to make a short video of some school project. I don't know. It was probably like some anti-bullying project or something. I don't really remember. But anyways, I was learning iMovie in school, and I figured, hey, I kind of already know how to use Movie Maker, so what if we just film some clips and I can cut them and throw music in there and add some transitions, and hell, it could be a fun little summer project. And that's exactly what we would do. We would spend all day going out, filming us doing little tricks and jumps, and then we would come back home, upload them to the computer, throw them in iMovie, or Movie Maker, sorry, and we would just see what we could do. And, yeah, this was the final product. It's obviously not good. It was made like 10 years ago on Movie Maker, and I was like 13 at the time, so obviously it's going to look bad. I didn't know what was good or bad. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys like, I don't know, 60 seconds or something of this video. But this is actually a 6-minute long video, and this video is going to be uploaded onto my Patreon, so if you want to see the entire thing, you can just become a Patreon. But just to keep this video somewhat short, we're only going to show a little bit of it. So yeah, we would just spend a few summers together pretty much just doing that, and we would never post them to YouTube or anything. We would just put them on Facebook for our friends and family to see. We didn't really, think of putting them on YouTube. We just wanted our friends and family to see them. The next year, we put out this video, which is actually still on my channel. I remember filming this specific video on an iPhone 4 and editing it with like some shitty free editing app. And trust me, editing on a mobile phone, and especially on an iPhone 4, especially in some like free shitty crappy software, is absolutely garbage. And yeah, it was probably worse than iMovie, but leave me alone. I was a kid. I was all I had. I didn't have my own computer, so just it is what it is. But let's fast forward a little bit to about 2014 to 2015. It was junior year of my high school career, and I'm still kind of doing the same thing, but this time we have upgraded our editing software. We are no longer using an iPhone 4. We are no longer using Movie Maker. We are using iMovie and Final Cut Pro. The main reasons I changed from Movie Maker to iMovie and Final Cut was, well, because it wasn't really mine. I was just taking a video editing class in high school, and they just let us use the software on their computers whenever we wanted in our free time. But this is actually a video that I made for that video editing class, and this was a project that we had to do. Yeah, high school was some good ass times. But taking this video class in high school, it definitely lit a little fire underneath me. I thought making videos was actually a lot of fun, and it was super cool to show off to friends what I could do. But all good times had to come to an end. In 2016, I had graduated, and I no longer had access to a Mac to edit on, which meant I had to find another route. After doing a little bit of research, I found out about Sony Vegas, so I started to play around a little bit on it and get used to it, and I still kind of use it to this day. I use Sony Vegas a lot to this day. But obviously, the story does not end here. Oh no, we've got some more embarrassing stories. So around 2015 to the 2016 era, I think that's when I started getting back into video games like heavily. I started watching a lot of people like Peanut Butter Gamer and Space Hamster and The Completionist, and a couple other people, all the pretty much like the big Nintendo YouTubers. And the new Smash game had just come out about a year or two before, and as many of you know, you could save the replays of your matches. So whenever something funny or stupid or even some cool shit would happen in my matches, I would just save the replay. But I didn't really have a real way to get them off of my DS or my 2DS without hacking it. And we all know hacking a 2DS or a 3DS costs a fuck ton of money that I clearly did not have at this age and time. So you want to know what I did? I continued to make low-quality, shitty videos. I took my old, shitty, barely even working Samsung Galaxy S3 and recorded the replays off of my 2DS that way. took the SD card out of the phone, threw it in my laptop, and got to work with Sony Vegas. At the time, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, maybe like a montage of funny or stupid things that would happen. But then I started watching Alfred and his How to Play 101 series, where he would just record and edit over dumb shit that would happen in Smash and make silly little meme videos out of it, and I loved it. It really reminded me of like the MLG 2014 whatever area of just like 420 blaze it memes with Pepe the Frog and hit markers and all that. And I just loved that meme culture, and I loved making montages, so I figured, hey, why not? Let me kind of do what Alfred's doing, because I really like what he's doing. I started pumping out some of the shittiest videos ever, but hell, man, I mean, like, everyone's got to start somewhere and learn from somewhere, especially when you have little to no equipment doing this kind of things. And like not having Final Cut, which I learned off of originally, not having iMovie, not having anything. I mean, I had Sony Vegas, but that's completely different than iMovie and Final Cut. So learning a new software is definitely like not the easiest thing in the world. Especially, honestly, I think Sony Vegas is pretty difficult to learn. Even to this day, I still don't know a lot about Sony Vegas. There's a ton of stuff about Sony Vegas that I just don't know about at all. But yeah, when you're limited, this is kind of what I just had to work with. About a year or two of doing this, I finally caved in. I got a real job. I saved up enough money for a Wii U and a capture card, and then I started to stream Smash for the Wii U and started to create Smash for the Wii U content. So I'm just going to say Smash 4 content. But I didn't want to just make these silly little montages. I also wanted to make some other content too. I started to branch out and getting into some of the Zelda games, and I started watching a lot of Easter egg videos at the time. The Easter egg hunter is like a huge inspiration for me. I love his channel, and especially like, you know, watching a lot of Zelda content like Peanut Butter Gamer, for example, and also watching a lot of the Easter egg hunter. I kind of, you know, like secrets and Easter eggs in Zelda games were something huge for me. I just loved the idea of developers having references to other things in video games. So I really just had to combine the two. I really liked what Peanut Butter Gamer was doing, really liked what the Easter egg hunter was doing, and I kind of just wanted to just mush the two of them together, because I actually knew quite a bit of Easter eggs in Majora's Mask that most people seriously had no idea about. The Secrets and Easter Eggs Majora's Mask video was one of my first ever videos to gain a ton of attraction, and it still is to this day. It is not the best edited video. The editing is actually garbage in there. There's tons of spelling mistakes. It's so bad, and I want to redo it so badly, but it's just kind of stuck with me forever that is probably my most popular video I've ever created. And it's also like not really that great. The content is amazing in there because there are a ton of secrets and Easter eggs that a ton of people don't know about. But man, the editing is just so bad. I would love to just redo it. And then from then on, it's just kind of, the rest has just kind of been history. You guys have been with me through the ups and not so many downs, but yeah, whatever. And I hope you guys continue to stick with me because I really ain't going anywhere anytime soon. And that is the history of lilDan 596.